Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Dennis. Today we're going to talk about an HDMI switch. This is from the company ICANN. And basically what it's going to allow us to do is connect up one monitor, or in this case my TV, using HDMI. And because I'm going to have more than one computer from time to time, I might want to use them both at the same time. And this will allow me to switch between one computer to the other computer using the same monitor. So stay tuned, I'll show you what's in the box, I'll tell you how it works, and then you can let me know what you think. If you're new to the channel, think about subscribing, think about giving me a like if you like it. If you don't, you know what to do. Hit that bell for future notifications, and here we go. Okay, so having our first look at our HDMI switch. So you can see it does full 1080p. Okay, and basically this just shows you the way it works. So you plug your monitor in here, plug in your other devices in here, and there's just going to be a button after that you're going to use to switch between the different device you're going to want to be using. It also says it supports deep color 30-bit or 36-bit, supports Blu-ray, 24, 50, and 60 FPS, and HD DVD if you have such a thing. The digital audio format is DTS, HD, and Dolby True HD, and LPCM7. Has one DTS Dolby AC3 DSD. So if you're really into the audio stuff and all this kind of formats and stuff, so basically it supports signal retiming when you do your different switches. Has a support equalizer of TDMS output of 25 megahertz to 225 megahertz TDMS clock. And as I said, it has a clock rate up to 1080p at 60 hertz. Supports 1080p input and up to 10 meters, so that's the length of the cable you can use. AWG28 HDMI standard cable length with an output up to 15 meters in cable length. So input can be switched with an infrared remote control, which will be in the package here, and it can also be controlled by button. So let's get it out of the box and see what we got. So we get it out of the box, just opens in the bottom. First thing you're going to see is, it's in French so I can't really read it, but I'm pretty sure it's your installation guide. So you probably have a French one and an English one. And it tells you all, this is your user manual, if you look at the other side. And it tells you all your setup, how to hook it up, all that kind of good stuff. We'll have a look at that after. So what do you get inside? Let's have a look here. So here is our switch itself. So really not as big as you might think. Alright, so 3x1 HDMI switch, high definition multimedia interface. Basically your out is from your monitor, going from your monitor to HDMI and plugging in here. Okay, I don't know why it says out, should almost say the reverse. And you're going to plug in your computer, different computers, PS4, Blu-ray player in here. So that's why it's called input, and that's why it's called output. And that's pretty much the look of it. Your manual select button is right here. So to switch between this one, and this one, you just push it once and it will go to the different ones. And of course your remote control, infrared, is this one right here. Having a look at the rest of it. Okay, so here is your remote control. And in the box, you see it comes with a 2032 battery. Same as you'd have in a computer. That's going to go inside here. You're just going to slide it out, put the battery in. And this is your different components, whether it be your PC, whatever. And I'm not sure what the buttons are for. Maybe it's for controlling the actual Blu-ray player. I don't know. We'll find out. And there's your signal, where it's going to come from for your infrared. That's pretty much it. So we'll put that down. And of course, the last thing we need here is our power adapter. All right, just a standard plug-in. And that's going to plug into the back of here, right where it says right where it says DC 5 volt. So just going to plug it in there, plug it in, and then it's going to be active. Simple as that. And that should be pretty much all that's in the box. We'll just double check. Yep, that's it. Get out of the way. So the next step in this process is basically hooking it up and making sure it all works. So the first thing we're going to do is we have to get our HDMI cable that's on the TV already. Now I have it plugged in right now to the computer. So we're going to disconnect it from the back of the computer. Now into the graphics card of the computer. I should point that out. And then I'm going to plug it into the in here. And then we're going to plug the other end into the computer. So I'll show you that as soon as I get an HDMI cable. So the first thing I'm going to do before I do all that is I'm going to put my battery in here. So this just slides out. And we're going to put our battery right in here. Okay, so I put my battery in here, right? And I'm just going to push it back in. And now it's good to go. So our remote is all set up for our HDMI 3x1 switch. Moving on to hooking up our switch now. So I got the cable, the HDMI cable here, that's coming from our TV, the HDTV. So it's going to plug into the side. So it's going to go out into the switch. Okay. And this is kind of the reason they say it. This is going to go out into here. And then it's going to go from, oops, let's turn this around. Let's unplug this, make it easier. So it's going out from our TV into our switch. And then it's going to go from our switch into our device, which in this case will be the computer. So we need the other HDMI cable to plug back into the computer. So right now, when you look at the actual TV, we have no signal. Okay, not working. So right now, we're going to pause this. I'm going to go get the cable and I'll be right back. So we've got one HDMI cable. So there's different numbers. You got 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to start off, of course, chronologically with 1. Just plug it in. Okay, no big deal. And now this is a huge cable. I don't know where I even got it at, but it's like 10 feet long, which I'll reorganize this to look better in a little bit. But in the meantime, I'm going to plug that one into the back of where the graphics card is on the computer, and we're going to plug it in. Okay, so the first one is connected here. This cable is going to the computer, and I don't know if you've noticed already, this light is on indicating that our first port is active, and it's not plugged in. There's no power going to it right now. Okay, so right now, don't worry about the cables. Well, I'm going to adjust those and fix it up and make it look all nice later on. But our adapter is plugged in and our switch is on. Now, one thing I should mention is it does not control your mouse and keyboard. Okay, you have to buy a different model if you want those extra features. This only cost about 20 bucks. For me, it gives me what I need. However, if I wanted to have the mouse and keyboard, which I will get later on, as soon as I can find one, because they're not, the HDMI by itself is easy to find. The one with the extra ports, you have to look online, order it and stuff, and I didn't realize that at the time. And you can also get these so it'll do 4K, up to 4K output. So basically, we got a remote control that will, the blue buttons will basically cycle. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, whatever one you want. If you know what computer is what, like this one is number 1, the one at the bottom is number 2. If you push the number directly, it's going to go to that. So we'll go to 2 just by pushing that infrared. It's going to take a second, and our second computer comes up, HDMI 2. Same thing, if we want to go with 1, Now that computer is going to show up on here. And same thing with the blue buttons. If I push the blue buttons here, it will switch. So you have to kind of go up or down depending on which one you want. Right now I've only got 2 being used. So 1 and back for the second one. And that's it. That's pretty much all there is. So connect your TV to the output. Connect your devices to the input. Connect them to your graphics card port if you're using a computer. Or wherever your device inputs onto your PS4 or whatever it happens to be. And now you can control them, which one you want to use and at what time. For me, this is going to be handy because I'm not stopping at 2 computers. I've actually got another one I'm going to hook up. So I will be using all 3. And eventually I'm going to be going to 4K and so on and so on. So I'll probably get a bit of use out of this. It'll be handy if I'm doing a video, showing something on here, want to switch it to the other computer to show you something on there. Now normally you can do that with tabs, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So that's it. So if you like this video, hit that like. If you don't, you know what to do. Think about hitting that bell so you see videos as they come up. Think about subscribing, helps me out. Check out my affiliate links, helps me out a little bit. And donations help out more, but not required. So hope you like it. Hope this educates you a little bit so you can learn how to use one monitor for more than one device. Most particular for me, computers. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Okay, so I put it away in the corner there. You can see it just off to the right. And I cleaned up the cables. And so now this is connected. That computer is connected. And I can connect the third one if I want as well. And that in the back is for my next video. So can't show you that anymore. So basically, I'm going to connect 3 computers. Well, probably 2 for now. With the same keyboard and mouse. So if you want to see that, stay tuned for the next video.